What is up, CSGO people? Hope you're all doing well. As per usual, all of today's stories will be timestamped down below, but the first one is actually a huge CSGO update dropping last night. A few things broken here and there, nothing too big. With the update, though, did come a nerf to the AWP. Yeah, pretty big stuff. Before we get into that, though, some other stuff that, little tidbits here and there. There are now agent patches. Yes, Valve continuing to milk the game. Although they do look pretty good, I'm getting slowly concerned about 5 years from now, what's going to happen with everything in the game being somehow skinned or have something for it customizable. But either way, they do look good. They look pretty cool. Alongside that, I would say the coolest part of this update, you can now access your actual crosshairs in the in-game menus, which is pretty cool. Before having to go to console and then you couldn't test it out until you were in the server itself, you can now preview it before you get into game. So a great update that should have been in the game probably quite some time ago. And then very lastly, with the AWP nerf, some people very worried about this. Kenny S, Device, other primary AWPers maybe should be, as it's a big game change. Before, when you actually crouched and scoped in, after firing, you got standing movement speed. Now after this, you get crouched movement speed after being crouched, scoped, and firing, which means your disengagement speed is going to be way slower. This is a huge, huge change, and going to be very, very weird to see what AWPers are affected most by this. And yeah, I would say biggest weapon change since the Krieg. So this is going to be interesting, and we'll see how it plays out there. I do love continuous changes and a little bit of meta shifts here and there, but this is going to be a very interesting one as some of your top tier pro players out there have started to complain, and we'll see where this goes. Now, speaking of where it might be going, and I don't know if it's actually a live patch on this day for IEM Katowice, one of the biggest events we'll see throughout 2020 is now underway, and Cloud9 is already going home. Albeit, though, not much to say about that. They had to play Astralis and NIP in back-to-back series, so that's quite unfortunate for the newer squad. On top of that, though, I will say very briefly, G2 continue to impress me. Morning, I did watch their opening series against 100 Thieves, who, by the way, my primary topic of choice right now. They have yet to do anything since joining 100 Thieves, moving to LA, and into the brand new gaming facility at 100 Thieves, the, one of the best gaming facilities we have now seen in esports. They just have not produced, and so far against G2, I have not seen this lopsided of a series since Blast Pro Spring Series Grand Finals. By the way, nothing on the line during that matchup of Liquid and FaZe Clan, where FaZe Clan tore through Liquid, setting history of a dominant series over there. But again, nothing was on the line, so you can't blame Liquid too much. I think Liquid will be a talking point come Monday as well to see how they perform, because this event's going to be a big one in actually clarifying who our top 3 teams are, right? Is it Astralis? Is it Fnatic? Is it Mouse? Can NRG, or can, of course, Liquid, can they actually hop in to what we see? And I meant by NRG, I meant Evil Geniuses. I'm still on that, tick of the brain. But who actually are our top 3 teams? Katowice is going to prove it. Cloud9 not going to be there. And G2 proving 100 Thieves maybe don't deserve to be there yet. And who knows what their struggles are. A lot of teams out there need to learn to click it on. And Katowice is going to be a big wake-up call to what our world rankings probably are, should be, or what they're closer to being. And lastly, and 2 other stories out there, I just thought I would share this because I don't mean anything against a team like ENCE. But when they signed Sunny in place of Aleksib, they chose what at the time they saw a potential to return to his former firepower self in Sunny, and dropping your young IGL to a brand new roster, and then the whole conflict around the deal. It's been an interesting topic. Now officially given Blast Pro Spring Series, it's actually OG making the grand finals. They have now finally taken over ENCE in the world rankings, which has to be, just when you think about this, right, within a few months of a brand new roster, 5 new players, yes, top tier players arguably coming together, they overtake his alma mater who screwed him over. That's got to be a great feeling. Hopefully they can keep on pushing forward and keep on proving that, ENCE made a gigantic mistake getting rid of him, and maybe that's a chip on his shoulder going forward, but still, I don't know. I don't hate ENCE like a lot of people out there, but it makes me feel good to see Aleksib bounce back with a brand new squad and prove just how good he is at coordinating them. We've actually touched on a few of his clips, where he told all of his teammates to be quiet. Arguably, some things might be working in their favor. Things only getting better, hopefully, for OG and their young, established IGL. Very lastly, speaking of IGL, going over to the GenG roster, who, by the way, took DreamHack Anaheim. We touched on that just yesterday as well. This past weekend, taking that event and the first title together with that new lineup. lineup under new leadership in DAPS, doing an amazing job. Also coming forward in an interview was saying something that I thought was very, very cool. That being admitting they still have communication issues with a guy like Bntet, especially on their CT sides when he works with a guy like Sam, who, by the way, was also the MVP of DreamHack Anaheim. So it has to be pretty cool and exciting for GenG fans out there because they still have a lot they can fix, a lot they can do better, and they took down a field. You know, Fury was there, MIBR was there, ENCE was there, others included that were top 20 teams. I wouldn't say it's, you know, the end-all be-all. North was also there, amongst others, but still, winning an event together has to be a huge momentum shift for this team, and they still have issues that can correct themselves and propel them forward even further in the North American rankings. I'm excited for this team. I really hope they can stick it out and actually show some results and see where they end up in the NA rankings. It's going to be... It's super exciting. I'm not going to cheer for him yet, though, because every single North American team that I dedicate myself to and actually cheer for, they disband. So I hate you, GenG. I'm not cheering for you, but best of luck. Wishing the best of luck for those guys, and I really do think they can improve, and it's great to see that they still have many things they think they can improve on, communication being one of them. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy breaking down CSGO esports gaming news here nearly every single day, and IEM Katowice continues as of right now. If you guys aren't watching it, you probably should be. Until next time, drink your coffee, drink your water. I'll see you guys back here soon, okay? Bye-bye.